Hello, and welcome to this new episode of Uncle Tone's Divinations. This morning we are looking at the energy for you for January 30th, 2026. It is also a timeless reading, so if you feel guided to listen to this video at a later time, you still should be able to find some information, a message to help and guide you on your destiny's path. Let's start our ritual by lighting a second candle so that we temporarily anchor in your ancestors and spirit guides, so that they can join my ancestors and spirit guides to bring you this message that I hope will be positive, constructive, ameliorative. Very well. Let's see what's the energy, what's the message for you today. There was some interference before the start of the read, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, we are going to be using the Divinity Tarot, and we are going to be freestyling the tarot spread this morning, so we'll see how it goes. As always, please remember to use your intuition and discernment. Remember that not every reading is your reading, so take what resonates, discard the rest. That being said, let's see. And we have a first card, please, to speak to us about person A. One card, please, for person A. It's too many. We have one card, please. Thank you. For person A, you have the Hanged Man. Okay. Then we have one card, please, for person B. Still too many cards, but hey. Cherry Yoga. Okay, we're gonna take them. You have the Star, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and Black Divinities. Can we have one card, please, to know the energy that links them? What is the energy between them? Thank you. Chariot. So I'm gonna put this like this here. Can we have a card, please, for the energy that divides them? That's two cards. Thank you. The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Can we have another card for person A? Okay, thank you. The Four of Swords. Okay, we have a third card, please, for the person A energy. The Hangman, Four of Swords. Thank you. The World. And can we have a last card, please? Speak to us about person A. The Hangman, the Four of Swords, the World. Okay, thank you. The Ten of Cups. Under the deck, Five of Swords. Mid deck, the Knight of Pentacles. Under the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. And under the Five of Swords, the Empress. Yes, we are going to be taking from the Everyday Tarot. Oh, there's one card that didn't follow the rest, the Ten of Wands. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay. It's a burden. This situation, this relationship, this energy that is between them and that is also dividing them. So can we have one card please to speak to us about the past energy in this situation? Thank you. The Chariot. Double Chariot energy this morning. Okay, I'm going to put those here. Can we have a second card please for the present energy in this situation? Thank you. The Nine of Cups. And can we have a last card please for the future energy in this situation? And we have a, thank you. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Double Five of Swords. Yeah. 555 also. Under the deck. You still have the Ten of Wands. Mid deck. The Three of Swords. The Five of Wands. And under the deck, the Two of Wands. Okay. So this is quite complete. Let's read this message for you. So person A is at a moment in his or her life where he's kind of on the brakes, trying to be observant of his or her environment, of the situation, the people in his or her life, trying to gain a new perspective, but still at in a very peaceful energy, in a very resting state. This person feels quite protective of his or her energy. Knowing that he or she has closed a cycle and is about to embark on a new journey, is about to start a new chapter that will bring emotional fulfillment, joy, happiness, unconditional love. Person B is somebody that is trying to disguise his or herself as somebody that is highly spiritual, that is enlightened, that is harmonious, that is shining bright, that can be looked at as an example to follow. But this person feels blocked from bringing some form of deception in the relationships that he or she is entertaining with others. And as such, because of this use or this misuse of magic, since it seems it's a black magic energy here with this person, the magic that has been cast on others is returning unto him or her. And so the deception, the trickery, the treachery that was supposed to be cast on others is actually cast on themselves. Hence the feeling of being blocked, feeling like they cannot succeed in seeing their relationships for what they really are. This is an example of when you are trying to splash people with water, you get splashed also. The energy that's between them, the Chariot, it's an energy that's very determined, focused, that's very aligned and balanced, but it feels like it's a divide between them. It's a very narrow path or energy that is drawn by the divine to separate them. This line is drawn by a choice surrounding a heartbreaking situation that happened between them. A situation that was supposed to be there to create a path of growth and of wealth for them both. The energy that divides them, that sets them apart, divine love and generational wealth. Yeah. I feel like this divine love and generational wealth is on the side of person A that is about to start a new chapter that will be filled with love, Ace of Cups leading to the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. The past energy, the energy that brought them together, was the same energy that is now keeping them apart, the Chariot. This energy of free will, of willpower, of knowing what is good for you and what is not, and walking this path that leads to your truth, to your destiny, to the divine will for your life. See, person A is on the side of this white sphinx, and person B is on the side of this black sphinx. Both were needed so that the divine will would ensue. both destinies were intertwined for a time. But this time feels like it's over. Yeah. The present energy, the Nine of Cups, feels like a shared energy between those two persons. They are both in an energy where they feel like they have everything they need within themselves. They have all the love that they need within them, that they do not need it from outside of them. The future energy, the Five of Swords. Well, see, this divide is active from the present until the future. It is an energy that brings this divide, that shows that there's a broken trust, that there was a competition between those two energies, and that one has lost and that the other won. Interestingly, we have Four of Swords, like this Four of Swords, and we have one sword that is wielded by this person B. I feel that it's the one that wielded the sword with the black magic that is actually the losing side. The winning side being the one that is at peace, that is taking what was learned from this experience, and so that there's growth for this new chapter. This feels like this loss that person B is receiving. It's actually this Ten of Wands, this burden of all the shenanigans that were done, that is then put back onto them, onto their shoulders. Five of Wands, see this blocking energy. It's this burden, this black magic that's returning onto them, that's blocking them from being able to see clearly relationships for what they are in their life, to be able to decipher which one are good for them, which one are bad. So they are in the Three of Swords. They are in the heartbreak that they wanted to bring to person A. And so they are faced with the only energy that will allow them to move forward, the Two of Wands. The need to plan another path, another move, to choose a new direction, to go elsewhere with their black magic, with their false appearances, to embark on a journey to rid themselves of this Ten of Wands. So to embark on a journey, an inner journey of discovery, of acceptance, of repentance, of growth, of change. A journey that will need them to compete not with others, but to understand that they need to compete with themselves. so that they can put an end to their heartbreak and stop bringing this heartbreak energy, this hurt energy to others, to find another way to manage their own emotions instead of putting them on others, instead of going from hurt people, healing themselves so that they can be a healed version of themselves, so that healed people can heal people, which would be way more aligned with the divine will. Yeah, we're going to be taking some cards from the Radiant Sun Oracle. So can we have 1 or 2 cards for person A? What would help them on this journey, this new chapter? Control. We have another card for person A. Innovation. Can we have 1 card please for person B? What could help them on their path? Inspiration. And can we have a second card please for person B? Thank you. Authority. Under the deck, the energy that will serve them both. Adaptability. Sorry. So we're going to put this one in between both. Okay, so for person A, control and innovation. In this control card we have the same symbolism that we usually have in the world card in the usual tarot. There's this figure that looks like it might be God, with the angels in the sky, earth below, and a cycle that is complete regarding the material. So person A really gains from staying fully aligned with the divine will on his life, from speaking and listening to the divine, to be able to manifest in the physical the abundance that is to his or hers to manifest, to learn to control his or her reality through his choices and the alignment of his or her choices, by finding new ways to transmute the energies of his or her emotions into new cycles of life. Being able to transmute or to manifest energies from the spiritual into the physical. Person B, inspiration and authority. Well, person B would gain in this lifetime from, instead of trying to inspire others and to show off and to be a star before really being a star, instead of trying to appear like a star, to be a good student, to work on the subconscious programmings that are keeping him or her in a state where they are trying to show off instead of learning from others, from feeling inspired by others instead of trying to inspire others. They would gain from being inspired by beauty instead of being jealous of it. And they would also gain from following the knowledge that is brought forth by, feels like a Hierophant energy, by persons, by people in their life that are an authority, but a divine authority, not just an authority figure like a father or a mother, but by those people that are really titled by the divine, those people that follow the strict codes of morality, the divine codes that keep them aligned with the chariot energy. Yeah, they would gain by listening to those souls that are there to guide them, to help them to learn and to grow, so that they can one day hold the keys to their personal growth and development, to their soul's growth, instead of trying to use dark magic to take it from them. They would gain from having the humbleness, the humility to take the time that's needed, to have the patience that is needed to be a student, to learn the divine codes, not for gain, but for growth, not for control over others, but for reaching the star energy through the correct path with the right tools, with the right intentions and actions, with the right energy. See, I feel that this person A energy, this control energy, is an energy where they are learning to control their reality, to control themselves in their reality. So the more they control themselves, the more their reality abides. But this person is not learning to control others in their reality. They're really learning to be in this cycle of life as it is intended by the Creator. Yeah, so this is the message that we had for you this morning. I hope it has brought you some information, a message to help and guide you on your destiny's path for your highest and greatest good, and for the highest and greatest good of all of creation. I thank you for your presence with me this morning. I hope you have a very beautiful and blessed day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.